Are you looking for a workout that can help strengthen our knees, our hips, our low back? Do you have knee sensitivity and you just want to be a little nicer to your body? Well, this Pilates class is perfect for you. Hey friends, it's Kate here. Thanks so much for joining me for a class today. Now today's 15-minute Pilates class is in a chair. You might be asking yourself, why would I want to do Pilates in a chair? Well, it's so we can strengthen our knees, our hips, our back while being a little kinder to those body parts. Often if we have sensitivity in some of these areas, it can mean that we are not strong enough in the muscles surrounding them. This class is really designed to help strengthen our knees and our hips without putting pressure on them. The class does not need any props, but if you want to make it a little more challenging for yourself, I am going to show the exercises using a resistance loop around my leg. You do not have to have one at all, and you will still get a fabulous workout. So, you don't need a mat today, but you do need a chair. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm seated in a chair and I'm near the front edge of it, definitely not leaning back, but trying to sit up tall and straight. Just let your hands relax wherever feels best and take a moment to check in with your body. How are we feeling right now? Let's just wake up by rolling the shoulders around a little, lifting them up nice and high, pressing them down nice and low, and then reverse, opposite direction. Take it around, up and around. Reverse again. Opposite direction. And then pause. Let's lift our hands up nice and high. Rotate your pinkies inward, grow an inch or two taller. Navel in, head high. Take a big breath. Big sigh out. Drop your right hand down. You might actually be able to touch your chair. You can just let it free hang there. It doesn't matter either way, but grow an inch or two taller and start to stretch over. At this point, I can hold the underside of my chair and I use it to facilitate a deeper stretch, really opening up through my left side body. Release, let that go. Lift the right hand up a little higher as you take your left hand down, and again start to grow and then melt over to the other side. Once more, you might hold on to that chair so you can use it as a little bit of leverage to take that side stretch deeper. Both hands lift nice and high. Bring them behind your head, open your elbows wide. Take a big inhale and a little twist to the right. Inhale, look forward, a little twist to the left. Inhale, look forward, again twist right. Return, last time twist left. Bring it back, pause. Take your hands to the tops of the thighs and I want you to extend your right leg nice and far away. Give the right foot a big flex and start to lean forward. Now I am not rounding forward, I'm keeping my chest nice and open. We can bring both hands to our left thigh, take a little stretch forward. For me, the more I think about almost sending my sitting bones back behind me, the bigger of a stretch I feel. And again, I'm really pulling the toes up towards the kneecaps, enjoying that big stretch. Let that go, bring your right foot in, send your left foot out, and then same thing. We'll start to hinge forward from the hips, pulling my toes up towards my face, almost sticking my tushy out behind me so I get a little stretch there through the back of the hamstring. Take a breath or two. And then bring yourself upright, slide both feet in. Now all I want us to do is lift up taller and straighter again. Reach your right foot out in front of you. This time take both hands high. Rotate the pinkies in, grow an inch or two taller, and then hinge. Now if it feels too much to have our arms out in front of us, again, you could keep them right back down by your thigh. You might get a deeper stretch both through the back of your leg and through our spine, and even up through our arms as we stretch away. Take a big inhale. Now do bring your hands to your thighs and push yourself back in. Slide your right foot back. Reach your left foot out. Both hands lift high. Rotate the pinkies inward. Grow an inch or two taller. Take the hinge. And again, we can keep our hands in line with our ears. Lightly bring your chin down to our chest and growing an inch or two longer. Take a big breath. Exhale, hands to your thighs, push yourself up. Now we're just gonna wake our hips up a little bit, and I want you to step your right foot open, step your left foot open, sit up tall and straight here. Now really think about externally rotating the legs. It's like the back of my thighs are trying to reach to the wall behind me. Lift up and out of the waist. Do we feel a little bit of stretch through our inner thighs? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. It's okay, everybody's different. Both hands lift nice and high. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Take a big inhale. Take a twist to your right. Inhale, look forward. Twist to the left. Look forward. Now, once more, reach the hands high. Take your right hand down by your side, grow up, and stretch over to the right. Now, you might keep reaching your right fingertips up to the ceiling, or you could send them over in line with your ear. Your hand can be free floating or hanging onto the chair, or you could even bring it to the top of your thigh if that helps. Take both hands up nice and high. We'll do the exact same thing other side. Start by reaching one hand down, reaching one hand higher, and begin to melt. Do you want to keep sending your fingertips straight up to the ceiling? Or do we want to bring our hand over in line with our ear? You might find a bigger stretch as we do that. Both hands come back down by your sides, and we'll bring our feet back together. Now for this next little guy, if we want to make it a little bit more challenging for ourselves, we could put a resistance band or resistance loop around our legs, but we absolutely don't have to. I'm going to take the band and put it about halfway between my knees and my ankles. If a different spot feels better for you, that's fine. Hands can come to our hips, belly button in, chest nice and open. Now all I want us to do is start to straighten your right leg out in front of you, and then bend, bring it down. Left leg straighten and lengthen. Bend, bring it down. So it's kind of like we're walking side to side. Now if we want to engage our upper body a little bit, you might bring your hands off to the side and just see if we can hold them right there. Anytime I have my hands lifted like this, I'm imagining they're reaching and lengthening nice and far away from my body. I'm continuously stretching. Now as we walk our feet right and left, use your exhale as you straighten. Inhale to bring it down. Exhale, straighten. Inhale to bring it down. As we take these little walks, notice, are you swaying side to side on your seat? Are you kind of rocking and leaning over as we pick up the foot? Now, of course, it's not the end of the world. We're all human. We might not do everything quite perfectly, but I want you to imagine lifting up and out of your waist. Let's do one more set to each side. Now, once you set your left foot down, pause for just a moment. Lift up and out of the waist a little higher. Wrap your tummy muscles in like you have a belt on and it got a little tighter. From here, I want you to take a big inhale, big breath out, activate your tummy, and we're gonna walk our right foot open and bring it back in, just the right foot. Open it off to the side, bring it back in. Pay special mind to what's happening in your left side. We want that to be nice and still the entire time. Maybe even push down into the floor with your left leg as we do so. Open and close. Open and close. Let's do 3 and 2. Last one. Other side, left leg opens and close. Open and close. Keep wrapping the tummy muscles in, reaching your hands a little further away from each other. Open and close. Open and close. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Now we're going to do right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg. We open, open, close, close. Open, open, close, close. Amazing. Keep your abdominal muscles working hard. Imagine I'm standing next to you and I've got your ears and I'm pulling them straight up to the sky. We open, open, close, close. Now, of course, if you don't have the band, you're still going to get some wonderful muscle activation. You don't have to have the band to appreciate this little guy. Open, open, close, close. One more, just like that. Now start on the left. We go left, right, left, right. Open, open, close, close. You got it. Keep reaching your fingers nice and far away if they're lifted. Wrap the tummy muscles in. Pretend you've got a belt on and it got a little bit tighter. It's not about making our waist smaller. It's activating the center of our body, our core. Those muscles helping your posture stay upright. Your ears lifting up higher to the sky. 2 more in this direction. Last one. Now set both feet together and pause. Again, lift up and out of the waist. Reach your fingertips further away. Take a big inhale. Now, as you exhale, I want you to pick up your right knee as high as you can. Set it down. Exhale, pick up your left knee as high as you can. Set it down. So we're keeping a 90-degree bend in our knees. This is really that hip flexion. I'm pulling the knee up, I'm dropping it down. What might happen to some of us is the feeling wanting to lean back or to let your chest cave in. I want us to avoid those feelings. I want your abdominal muscles working. Really think about picking up the knee, dropping it down. Picking up the knee, dropping it down. Beautiful. Lift and lower. Lift and lower, up and down, up and down. Let's do 2 more sets to each side. Every time I pick up my knee, I think about my abdominal muscles working, wrapping the tummy in. Last time. Set both feet down, pause. Reach your hands high over your head. Take your hands behind your head, open your elbows nice and wide. Take a big inhale. Twist to your right. Inhale, look forward. Twist your left. Inhale, look forward, pause. Now we're going to pick up our knee and take a twist to the right. I'm going to lift my right leg and twist to the right, and then drop everything down. Pick up the left leg, twist to the left, set everything down. Now we're going to do that action all at once. So twist and lift right, look forward, twist and lift left, look forward, exhale, twist, exhale, twist. Beautiful job. Now do you notice I'm not letting my shoulders lean over. I'm keeping my chest up. Oh, and my band kind of popped up there. That does happen sometimes, and it kind of undid itself. That's all right. If you have to pause and reset your band, that happens to all of us, obviously. Beautiful job. Exhale as you twist and lift. Inhale, drop. Last one to the right. Last one to the left. Come back to center, hold. Reach your fingertips up, give them a little wiggle. Drop your right hand down, take your stretch over to the right. Come on up. Big stretch over to the left. Come on up. Flip your palms, push them down. Now, if you need to readjust your band like I am, that's okay. Happens to everybody. Those things have a mind of their own. Hands to our hips or off to the side. We're going to work on a little internal rotation. From a seated position, it looks kind of wonky because our foot is lifting away from us, which might feel like external rotation, but this is coming from way up in the top of our hip. So let's just start by picking up your right leg a little bit, nothing big, and I want you to kick your leg off to the side and then bring it back. Now I have very little internal rotation, so it's probably not like looking like I'm doing very much, but I'm really rotating from my ball and socket joint way high up in my hip, trying to almost make myself like a pigeon-footed kind of feeling. I rotate open and I bring it down. I rotate open and I bring it down. And again, probably looks like I'm doing almost nothing. I have a very, very limited range of motion in this direction. I'm working very hard. This feels like quite a lot in my upper hip as I do this. Rotate, release, rotate, release. 2 more. Rotate, let it go. Last one. Rotate, let it go. Pause, set the foot on the ground. Give yourself a wiggle. Sit up tall and straight. And again, lift up your opposite leg, and then we will internally rotate, let it go. I'm moving from that ball and socket joint, let it go. Push it out and in. And again, we don't have to have the band, of course. I said that at the start of the video. It just adds a little extra if we happen to have one around. But there is no reason at all that you have to have the band to do these things. 2 more, open and close. Last one, open, close, pause, set it down. If you have the band, take it off. Sit tall and straight for a minute, low belly in, ears lift high. Now again, we're going to extend our right foot out in front of us. And if we can, exhale, pick up the toes, drop them down. Exhale, pick up the toes, drop them down. As you lift and lower, our hands could stay on our hips. They could come back off to the side. Notice if you're leaning back off of your sitting bones, if you're rocking and leaning back, keep your chest up as high as you can. One more. Set it down, bring your right leg in, take your opposite leg out, exhale up and down. You might even think about pressing into the right foot on the floor a little harder as you pick up the leg. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. For 3 and 2. Last one. Now bring the foot in. Take your opposite foot out. This time we're just going to lift it up and cross it over. And if you need a hand to cross over, that's great. But find your nice little figure 4. What I see a lot of people do immediately is take their hand to their knee and shove it down. Our knee is very precious. We do not want to be a little rough on there. So instead of pressing down on the knee, if you want to facilitate a deeper stretch, I take my hand to my inner thigh. Rather than just shoving down on the thigh, I kind of almost rotate the actual muscles, my whole inner thigh, almost away as I try to sit up tall and straight. I usually feel a little deeper as I do that. You might take your opposite hand nice and high, lift up and out of the waist. We could take our hinge forward like we already did today. Great big inhale. Exhale, forward fold over the leg. Roll yourself up to a seat. Set your foot on the floor. Sit tall and straight. Extend your opposite leg up, give it a little lift, cross it over. Find that lovely figure 4. Do we just want to stay here? Maybe this feels delightful and you want to hang out. That's great. If you want to, take your left hand to your inner left thigh, give a little extra rotate open. Opposite hand lifts high, lift up another waist, take a little hinge. Enjoy that stretch. I will admit, doesn't matter how I do figure 4, in a seat, on the floor, in any of my many unique variations of figure 4, it is one of my favorite things to do. Forward fold over the leg when you're ready. Roll yourself up to a seat, unravel the leg, and as always, my friend, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed our seated workout so we can really feel strong in our knees, our hips, our low back, get rid of some of that joint sensitivity. Enjoy the rest of your day. I can't wait to see you again.